Hi, this is Michael with Peace and Favor, where we help you to find your path to peace. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. We're continuing on our topic of home. European governments and business magnates funded the transatlantic slave trade between 1600 and 1866. More than 12 million Africans were captured, shackled, and packed onto large ships that transported them across the Atlantic Ocean from Africa to the Americas and Europe. About 15% of the captured Africans died en route to the Americas. Of the 10 million Africans sold into slavery, about 450,000 were shipped to what would become the United States of America. So it wasn't that millions of slaves ended up slaves in America doing this. It was like, actually, most of the slaves went to other countries, most in South America, a good number into Europe, and then about 450,000. And again, this is over a 200 to 300 year period, ended up in the United States. Upon disembarking from the gruesome transatlantic journey, the survivors were sold as chattel into slavery. Slaves were considered property, not human beings. They were treated as wild savages in need of brutal training. They were given new names, forced to learn new language and religion. They were beholden to the captors for food and shelter. And most importantly, they were forced to provide free labor. The relationships, hopes, and dreams they had in Africa were lost. Their lives had become living nightmares. That, my brothers and sisters, is just the beginning of the tale. Sounded horrible because it was horrible. The captives' efforts to preserve their traditions from Mother Africa were violently crushed by systemic oppression and physical punishment, even to the point of death. As our enslaved family became more acclimated to the new land, Mother Africa slowly faded from their memories and daily lives. Thus, time was able to accomplish what the lash could not. It did not matter that the captives were already members of a family, a village, tribe, religion. They were subjugated by a society that didn't see them as human beings. In this new world, they were treated like dark-skinned beasts of burden. It was the African captives' unquenchable spirit of hope and determination that gave birth to Kalyan Boya, a Hausa phrase meaning the hidden village. The hidden village is rooted in the blood, sweat, and tears shed by our African-born slaves upon American soil. The American-born descendants of the African-born slaves are hereditary members of the hidden village. Our ancestors' blood ties us to the lands of Africa and to America. Our familiar home is the United States of America. Our ancestral home is Africa. We are American Africans, or as I say, Americans. Americans may not all be related by blood, but we are members of the same village. So when a member of the village is asked, where are you from? The answer is a place that your ancestors shared their blood, sweat, and tears in the country. Our home is where our family lived, not where the slave ship docked. Most often, this will be in the southeast U.S. For most Americans, they can use old census records or slave schedules to trace their family genealogy back to the mid-1800s. Many even further than that. When I say home, I want to ask about my home. It's like I was born in Orlando. I grew up in Central Florida in the United States of America. My familiar roots are in Florida and Georgia, which are in the southeast U.S. My ancestral roots are in Nigeria and Benin in West Africa. Together, I take pride in my American heritage. This is Michael with Peace and Favor. Hope you have a great rest of your day. God bless.